All right, time now for better pets. So you already have a pet or pets that you love, yet you want to welcome in a new pet into your family. This is like one of the hardest things that I think there is to do.
Well, what's the best way to do it? There are some do's and don'ts, and Dr. Andrea from the Bloomfield Animal Hospital is here with some helpful advice. So I really want a puppy, and I just come home with it and plop it on the floor and say, hi, everybody. Everybody needs to like the puppy. That's wrong, right?
That is wrong. And when you do it, it just creates more and more havoc for everyone. And it's stressful bringing any pet in the house, whether you have one already or not.
Right.
So we're going to break it down into like different types of species coming into the home.
Okay.
So most people have an adult dog in the house,
right,
and they want to get another one. Now I want a buddy for him or her, and I want to get another adult dog. We go to a shelter. So the things that you really want to try to do with that is make sure you don't just have them both meet inside the house. I think that's really important. So it's important to separate them.
Because it's like invading the territory?
Exactly. So you want to have them meet a little bit on neutral ground. So I should try to not make this confusing. So we're going to have the new dog come into the house, and the other dog is not going to be there.
Okay.
And just have the new dog sniff around, smell, get the smells in of what's going on. Always on a leash. It's very critical to make sure these animals are on a leash. And then take that dog out. And then the new one, I'm getting confused. The old one also, you bring him back in the house, so now he can smell or she can smell there was another dog in there, and then he goes out. Then have them meet outside. Meet in a neutral place, two separate people, two separate leashes, and let them meet that way. And then have them try to walk in together. And that many times does really work. Okay. But you don't want to just have them meet in the living room and then all of a sudden everyone's going to get upset.
Yeah, it's just too sudden.
It's very sudden, and a lot of people don't know how to read that body language that happens. If you have an animal that all of a sudden, I think we were talking about keeping them separate as the graphic shows, introducing them slowly, but the body language, when you find that all of a sudden one dog is got the ears back, they're like cowering, that's not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
And you might want to just start right over again.
Yeah.
What's nice is when they sort of like have, that play where they sort of bow, where the front legs come down.
Yes.
That's a playful sort of stance, and okay, things are going well.
Right.
And then you just condition every single day, something a little bit slower, a little bit more involved.
And we need to be aware that the puppy doesn't really know all the social cues yet.
Doesn't know what they
it's
don't
like,
have a
I love you. What do you mean?
It's like, I want to be
Why
with
don't you like me?
Well, look at that. So, the adult dog is in that lying down position, very comfortable, but the puppy is right in his face. You see that? And what happens is that he's probably going to start nibbling on the dog's mouth, the adult dog's mouth. And you have to also always be there, because sometimes that other dog doesn't want to be bothered. And what we find is that if you see the adult dog all of a sudden sort of like growling, and maybe snapping at the air, then okay, it's time to separate them again. They're not ready ever to be alone when it's a situation like that. And many times what I will do is have the adult dog always give them their separate time. And don't ignore one dog over another. Always give them special time.
Cats.
Yes, now you both have been through cats, introducing new cats.
I've introduced cats to cats. I've never introduced a cat to a dog.
I've introduced a dog to a cat before, but not the other way around.
A dog, you're right. So let's have, so the cats, what you want to do is put the dog in the crate. Make sure that the crate is in the house. I like the crates, not the airline ones, but the ones that have the little slats.
Yeah.
And that way you have the dog's in the house, and you let the cat sort of circle around and get to know the smells of them. Look at that. See, and that's how buddies can happen. I have a dog and a cat, and that's exactly how we did it. We had the cat was there first.
Okay.
All right.
So whoever's there first, like if the dog was there first, you don't put him in the cage and then bring the cat in, right?
Exactly.
Okay, you need to honor who was there first.
Exactly. But I think because dogs can be so much quicker, you do also have to be careful to watch, again, though, that body language. Sometimes when you bring a dog into the house, the cat comes down to the crate and then it hides for 3 days. You have to honor that. You have to bring the food in the litter box upstairs or wherever they're hiding, and let them come down slowly, because they can really be buddies.
How long should we expect before they maybe start to just really like each other?
It varies greatly. I think sometimes it's a matter of just tolerance. Sometimes it never happens that they like each other. It's just a matter, we'll tolerate each other, and hey, it's going to be okay. But usually I would say on average it's sort of 2 to 4 weeks.
What if the new housemate is a baby?
hasn't happened to you yet. But
Well.
yes, okay. So again, that's where again you really have the dog. Now I'm sort of switching things around. The dog is there first, and then
Yeah.
you're bringing a
Thank-
baby home,
yeah.
or you have the cat there first, and you're bringing the
That
baby
was us,
home.
and my cat was like in the swing and in the bassinet, and like didn't understand that it wasn't for him.
Right. and that's one of the first questions that people ask me if they have a cat and they're going to have a baby. Is it true that the cat's going to take the baby's breath away?
Oh
And-
yeah, they say all that.
Yeah, that's an
no.
old wives' tale. So don't worry about that. But let's have some common sense. Like I just saw a cat, Rambo, 25 pounds yesterday. He's a 25-pound cat. He fought off a coyote. So you don't want a 25-pound cat sleeping with a 6-pound baby.
Right,
So that,
exactly.
it's a little bit of common sense, but also you want to try to include them at the same time. But you have to do what you feel comfortable with. But the cat is not going to try to steal the baby's
Right.
breath.
You just want
That's
the
really
cat not to
important.
feel completely jealous, but then eventually they get protective. I think.
Exactly.
All right, for another episode, I want to do cat to cat.
Okay, that's 2 episodes.
That's 2 episodes. That's
All
what I
right.
thought. All right, as a reminder, Dr. Dennis is the owner of the Bloomfield Animal Hospital on Old Windsor Road in Bloomfield. You can check it out online at bloomfieldanimalhospitalct.com.
And on alternating Saturday afternoons from 2 to 3, Scott, you could call. She's taking listener
I
questions
might call.
during
I
Pet
know.
Talk, WTIC 1080. I know that you're supposed to put the door between them, let them sniff each other
Yeah,
between
sniff
the door.
each other, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so you can check it out by maybe calling in.